This is a zone of death where even the cops in Mexico think twice before entering, where gangsters are on a never-ending killing spree, treating it like they're chasing sales targets. It doesn't matter if it's a winding, shadowy alley or the heart of a bustling street. It can quickly turn into a murder scene. More than half a ton of drugs are sold here every single week. In this active black market, you can snag anything from weapons and drugs to a human life. In this video, we're going to dive into Tepito, arguably the most dangerous neighborhood in Mexico. Nestled in the heart of Mexico City, a sprawling metropolis of 22 million souls, where over 60% live below the poverty line and more than 800 people find themselves on the wrong side of a murder statistic each month, Tepito stands out. Established in 1944, it boasts over 3,000 stalls and might seem like just another commercial street where everything appears hunky-dory. However, beneath this veneer of tranquility, there's a whole lot of scheming going on. The area is under the thumb of a gang known as the Latin Union, led by 25-year-old Mickey. Despite what his cutesy name might imply, Mickey is not one to shy away from getting his hands dirty. In fact, he's a veritable boogeyman, with a body count that's nothing to scoff at. A prodigy of the underworld, he joined the Latin Union at 16 and fought his way to the top, earning the title of boss through sheer ruthlessness. Under Mickey's reign, his word is law, dictating the fate of thousands. If you're just there to do some honest business or soak in the sights of Tepito, Mickey might let you enjoy the calm, but cross him by skipping out on protection money or stiffing him on a drug deal. He'll send you packing, permanently. With such brazen disregard for the law, one might wonder if there's any semblance of order. Well, there is, but only just. After each murder, the police do their song and dance, showing up, collecting evidence, questioning witnesses, before ultimately, everything fades into oblivion. Mickey has openly scoffed at the police, claiming they're practically in his pocket. Indeed, many officers seem all too happy to be on his payroll. So, why does a street gang boss hold such sway? Well, it turns out Mickey's got some pretty hefty backing. None other than Mexico's largest drug cartel, an armed group bold enough to stand toe-to-toe with the government. With such a powerful ally, little wonder Mickey isn't losing sleep over the local law enforcement. Considering a police officer in Mexico earns about $700 a month, and with the government's ranks riddled with gang affiliates, many officers figure tangling with the likes of Mickey just isn't worth the paycheck. Thus, many opt to look the other way, pocketing a little something extra on the side to keep the wolf from the door. Every weekend, Mickey calls a meeting of the minds with his gang's top brass at his clubhouse to hash out the nuts and bolts of their drug and murder rackets. With more than half a ton of drugs moving through Tepito each week, business is booming. Customers need only ring them up, set the place, and within an hour, Mickey's delivery boys make sure the goods land in their hands. This lucrative trade has, naturally, painted a target on their back, attracting the envy of rival gangs. Not long ago, one such gang decided to try their luck, demanding protection money from Tepito's vendors. This bold move irked Mickey to no end. Flush with cash and never one to back down, he's decided it's time to arm up and teach these upstarts a lesson they won't soon forget. To V for turf, shootouts between gangs are a common occurrence. In all of Mexico, there's only one official weapons supplier, yet the streets are awash with 15 million guns, most of which have been smuggled in from the US. Enter Alex, a big name in the black market arms trade, whose business is booming. With 15 years in the game, he's never strayed from his mission to fuel the chaos in the streets. Thanks to a shady connection with a military officer, Alex gets his inventory straight from the Army's stockpile. His arsenal is vast and of top-notch quality, ranging from classic AK-47s to high-caliber machine guns. If you've got the cash, he's got the firepower. Living by the motto, earn big, leave low-key, Alex navigates the bustling streets of Tepito, where the throngs of people provide the perfect camouflage. After sealing a deal, he makes himself scarce, never lingering. In his own words, success doesn't have to be credited to me, but make no mistake, I'm behind every crime you commit with my medals of honor. Enter Pacho, Tepito neighborhood's gold standard assassin, equally cautious as Alex. Though his expression rarely warms, he views himself as a fervent servant in the industry of personal elimination. His client list is a who's who of Mexico's elite, reaching out through go-betweens to secure his services. For a fee ranging from $6,000 to $18,000, Pacho offers a bespoke end to one's problems. Before every job, Pacho practices his aim in a secluded grove, ensuring his services are delivered with unmatched precision. Post-job, he erases the deed from his memory. The only trace left is the transaction, his professional relationships with clients as fleeting as the lives he takes. With a track record that's both cold-blooded and highly efficient, Pacho has carved out a name for himself in the industry. The number of jobs he's completed has become a blur, easily surpassing 30, a testament to his dedication and skill. Through hard work, he's achieved financial independence, yet remains passionate about his craft. To extend his career lifespan, Pacho applies his caution to his daily life, avoiding being tracked by not even owning a bicycle and taking taxis for his assignments. This approach not only prevents identity exposure, but also contributes to wealth redistribution. Despite the grim nature of his profession, Pacho is a devout believer, placing his faith in the deity of crime. This complex duality adds an intriguing layer to his character, blending professionalism with a peculiar form of spirituality. In Pacho's world, every job is a sacrament, executed with the precision and detachment of a true craftsman, making him not just a participant in the criminal underworld, but a legendary figure within it. On the first of each month, Tepito's underworld comes alive in a different way. Drug dealers, hitmen, and arms merchants converge on a specific location to worship a deity of crime, each with a miniature idol in hand, crawling in prayer for protection. If law enforcement were to conduct a raid at just the right moment, they'd likely round up several key figures. However, deep-seated corruption within the police force means these criminals operate with impunity. In response to this lawlessness, the Mexican government secretly formed a special forces unit, comprising 400 members, each subjected to 18 months of intensive military training. This unit, led by a seasoned veteran of 13 years, conducts daily patrols and searches in Tepito, keeping an eye on everyone. But Tepito is Mickey's realm, where the residents, long under his influence, serve as his network of informants. They're not about to betray Mickey. In fact, they're more likely to alert him to any danger. This makes the task of dismantling the criminal operations there exceedingly difficult. Indeed, this has been the reality. Despite having informants and occasionally securing actionable intelligence, operations are often compromised, with gang members slipping away before the net can close. Reports indicate that over the past 15 years, more than 350,000 people have been killed in Mexico, with fewer than 10% of these cases being solved. Tepito is merely a microcosm of the wider disorder affecting Mexican society. That's all for today's video. If you like our content, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.